The Accounts Payable Check Report feature is located under the Accounts Payable module, and the menu option is Print AP Check Reports. This is an extremely flexible report. Allows you to print the report in a number of different ways, and you can print it for a range of bank accounts, for a range of vendors. You can have it sorted by either check number, or vendor name. You also have the ability to specify a range of check numbers, as well as a check date range and an entry date range. The significance there is that maybe you're looking for a check that you maybe posted yesterday, and it's not showing up on this report, and maybe you're not sure of the post date that you entered. Well, what you can do is you go ahead and you can change the entry date to yesterday's date, and regardless of the posting date, it will show up on the report as long as it was posted yesterday. On the other hand, if you're looking for checks posted within a certain date range, what you can do is you can just, when you change the date range for the check date, notice that the entry date also changes as well, so that you can make sure that you don't miss some of your checks just because you changed the check date range. I'm going to put this back to an older date so we can get lots of information on this report. We have the ability to show voided checks only if we'd like to. We could also see this in detail or summary. And if we're printing information that may be in our history files, because when we did the end of month maybe we transferred some information to history, we can include this option and turn that on by checking it. If you know you're just printing it for checks that were done maybe today or that are not in history, you can leave it unchecked and the report will print a little bit faster for you. And here you can see we also have the option to group it by bank account. I'm going to click print, and this is going to be a detailed version of this report. Here it's showing only voided checks, as you can see, and that's because we had that option turned on. Let's close this out and we can regenerate these checks with the voided option turned off, and we can see more information. With it turned off, what's nice about that is that if you're looking at a particular check number, you can see when it was originally posted, and then you can also see the entries for when it was voided and how it affected the invoices related to that check. And let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. And let's zoom out, and what I'd like to do is take a look at an invoice where it does have some voids in it. You can see right here we have some. And what you can do is you can see that originally this check 1011 was posted on 11/14/01, and it shows you exactly which invoices it was paying and the individual amounts that it was paying and the balance afterwards. And then it shows you when it was voided how those balances were reinstated. If you look above, this may be a little bit easier to look at. You can see this invoice number 963871011 had a balance of $14.74 and was paid on 11/14, and the balance after it was posted or paid was 0. But then it was voided on 12/20. Actually, it was voided the same day because the check date does not repeat. And you can see that the balance before was 0. Balance after it was voided was $14.74.96, so it reinstated that check. And that's just a nice little detail to be able to see. And you can go to the end of the report to get a total for the bank account. We're not going to do that. We're going to close that out. I'm just going to take a look at this report and see how it prints in summary format. Keep in mind the dynamics of the entire report, or at least the sorting of it, changes when you change the sorting option. This report, you can see, is quite a bit different. It's giving you a straightforward listing by check number in chronological check order sequence, and just shows you the who was paid to and the amount. And so we can close that out. And that does conclude the accounts payable check report feature.